Have you ever seen a game where a team can't seem to hit a shot, yet they still secure a victory? That's exactly what happened when the Lakers pulled off a win in their season opener. While their shooting was off, their revamped offense under new coach JJ Redick showed something truly special. Watching them move, screen, and adapt was like seeing a new layer to their game, one that could make them a serious contender. Curious to know how this offense could take them to the next level? Stick around and let's break down why the Lakers' new style is a game changer. For the first time in 8 years, the Lakers kicked off their NBA season with a win. There were plenty of big storylines. LeBron and Bronny became the first father-son duo to share the court, and Anthony Davis looked unstoppable on both ends. But the most impressive part was the Lakers' revamped offense under new coach JJ Redick, which was evident not just in this game, but throughout the preseason. Take a play from the second quarter as an example. It starts with Brune setting a quick ball screen for D'Angelo Russell. Then, he runs off a back screen from Connect, creating pressure at the rim. Connect, in turn, comes off a third screen from Jackson Hayes, which frees him up for an open three. Another great example came in the first quarter. Davis handed the ball to Gabe Vincent at the top of the key to initiate a two-man game. Hayes positioned himself on the weak side corner, setting up an open handoff opportunity for Max Christie. Unfortunately, Christie couldn't knock down the three, but the design of the play showcased smart offensive planning. Shooting, though, was a struggle for the Lakers. They shot just 3 of 19, 15.8% from deep in the first half, and followed that with a 2 for 11, 18.2% performance in the second half. Overall, they went 5 for 33, 15.2% from 3. The good news is, they weren't taking bad shots. Most of their looks came within the flow of the offense and were solid opportunities. With the shooting talent on the roster, those shots should start falling as the season progresses. Since their outside shooting wasn't clicking, the Lakers found other ways to put points on the board. They dominated on the offensive glass, grabbing 10 offensive rebounds in the first half alone. This aggressive rebounding gave them easy second chance points. They also leaned into transition offense, taking advantage of their defense, forcing 15 turnovers and turning them into 19 fast break points. Even after defensive rebounds or made baskets, they pushed the pace and executed well on the open floor. When the game slowed down, the half-court offense stood out. One set they've been running feels inspired by the Denver Nuggets. In one example, Vincent passed to Austin Reeves near the elbow, then cut around Davis on the opposite elbow. Rudy Gobert stuck to Davis, and Donte DiVincenzo stayed in the corner, leaving Vincent a clear path for a layup. The very next possession, they ran the same action. This time, Reeves rotated to protect the rim. Gobert scrambled to cover the corner, and Davis was left wide open in the middle for an easy bucket. This game showed how much potential the Lakers have. Even with poor shooting, they used their size, defense, and smart offensive schemes to secure a win. If they can maintain this style and start hitting their shots, they'll be a tough team to beat. Earlier in the game, the Lakers ran a similar action with LeBron cutting and Jackson Hayes holding the ball at the top. If the initial cut wasn't available, the screener, Connect in this case, shifted into a handoff, setting up a two-man game. Hayes rolled to the basket and finished with authority. This blend of screening, movement, and two-man action is becoming a signature of JJ Redick's offensive approach, and the Lakers executed it nearly flawlessly in the season opener. One of their favorite setups involves a cross screen for the ball screener in the middle of the floor. This creates extra separation for an empty side pick and roll. In one play, LeBron worked in the short roll while Davis cut from the middle, putting Rudy Gobert in a tough 2-on-1 spot. A few minutes later, the Lakers ran a similar empty side pick and roll, but this time, LeBron handled the ball while Austin Reeves worked the short roll. Gobert again had to guard both the ball and the middle, leaving Rui Hachimura free to exploit a sleeping Julius Randle with a perfectly timed cut. When the action starts in the middle of the floor with a handoff instead of an empty side setup, the Lakers often use a cross screen to give the ball handler more room to operate. This forces the defense to adjust quickly. In one instance, Reed stepped up to contest the ball, leaving Hayes unguarded for an easy lob. Even in traditional pick-and-roll situations, the Lakers added layers to create space. As Hayes rolled to the basket, Reeves popped to the top of the key to occupy Mike Conley as a potential help defender. This opened a clear path for D'Angelo Russell to hit a floater in a 2-on-1 scenario. The Lakers' offensive approach thrives on constant movement and multiple actions, which cause defensive confusion and force split-second decisions. Even when Minnesota defended well, the Lakers found ways to capitalize. On one possession, LeBron caught Randle off guard with a sharp backdoor cut, leading to easy points. Paint scoring proved to be the deciding factor as the Lakers racked up 72 points inside. They scored in every possible way: fast break runouts, putbacks, pick-and-roll lobs, and clever cuts from set plays. The Timberwolves tried to counter by switching to a zone defense at times, especially when Gobert was off the floor. However, the Lakers continued to break it down. Late in the fourth quarter, Anthony Davis posted up Anthony Edwards, using his size advantage, while signaling for Hachimura to flash to the middle. This put Reed in a no-win situation. He had to either help on Davis's mismatch or guard Hachimura. The Wolves defended it well, but Davis still managed to hit a tough shot. The Lakers showcased their ability to adapt, execute, and dominate in the paint, proving they can thrive offensively, even when their outside shots aren't falling. One of the standout features of the Lakers' new offense is how they're using Anthony Davis as a primary option with the ball. And honestly, saying he dominated in that role doesn't do it justice. Remember that play we talked about earlier? The one where they passed the ball to the elbow to set up a back screen? This time, they flipped the script and used it as a decoy. Instead of running the usual play, Austin Reeves sets a ball screen for Davis. Rudy Gobert goes under the screen, AD attacks the open space, and boom, a foul gets called. For a 7 feet 1 inch center like Gobert, getting around screens isn't exactly easy. By using AD more like a wing in these situations, the Lakers create plenty of space for him to hit mid-range shots. And when Gobert did try to fight over a screen in the fourth quarter, he ended up fouling Davis, who knocked down free throws since the Lakers were in the bonus. A huge chunk of LA's offense in this game revolved around getting AD the ball in the middle of the floor. With enough space to attack, he's nearly impossible to stop. Take this play as an example. They start by running AD off a pin-down screen to give him an easy catch. Once he's got the ball, the rest of the team clears out, leaving him one-on-one in the middle. From there, Davis uses his speed to drive past Gobert. Even when Gobert does a solid job staying in front of him and the help defense shrinks the floor, AD just steps back and drains a mid-range jumper. When he's locked in like that, the defense doesn't have many answers. Even Julius Randle, who can hold his ground, couldn't stop that automatic pull-up jumper. But just because the Lakers have switched things up offensively doesn't mean they've abandoned their core principles. Late in the game, they went back to their bread and butter, the spread, pick and roll. On one key play, Gobert steps up to challenge LeBron's mid-range shot, but Randle doesn't box out. That leaves Davis free to crash the boards for a putback. Then, with under 2 minutes left, they run it again. This time, Gobert drops back instead of stepping up, and LeBron drills a three. That shot was the dagger, sealing the game for LA. The Lakers pulled off this impressive win despite shooting just 5 for 30 from three-point range. They found other ways to score efficiently, and that's huge. That's a wrap on our look at the Lakers' new offense. Even though their shooting wasn't on point, they still showed a lot of versatility and adaptability, which makes them a tough team to face this season. With AD playing like a beast and LeBron leading the way, they're definitely a team to watch. The big thing now will be staying consistent, especially with their shooting. But if they keep playing like this, it could be a big year for LA. So, what do you think of their new approach so far? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us keep creating great content.